What's up, guys? Sunrise action. Been a while since we've done a live stream at sunrise here on Playa 72. Look at that. A little bit of wind today, so forgive the noise, but it is a gorgeous one. I figured I would bring you all along. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Ezra. Hey, good to see you. Number one in the chat, showing up. Got a cup of coffee here. Hey, Brent, good to see you too. Missed you guys all. Jeff, what's up, guys? I'm doing well. Thanks. How is everyone doing here in the chat? Hey, what's up, Julie? Welcome. Yeah, a little windy today, guys. Forgive the wind noise, but can't complain too much. This is gorgeous. Getting that morning sun. I'll try to get back to doing these more frequently. It's really something I enjoy. Glad to hear you're doing well, Asraya. Scott, good morning. And I will be going down to Playa 38 later and Playa Mamitas. People say that the Sargassum situation is improving, but there's one way to find out. Go do a video down there. Yeah, I think the wind, we are having a little bit of windstorm, Brent, and I think that is helping with the Sargassum. Hey, Tracy, good to see you. Yeah, I'm glad to have you here. Carla's in the house from Nebraska. We got Bob Loblaws. We got Annette Henderson from Louisiana. Nice. Buenos dias, Howard. Yes, Bob Loblaws, for sure, man. Still going. Been dealing with some ongoing stuff as far as health and just trying to take care of that. I'll fill you guys in on all that in a little bit, but first I'd like everybody to share how they've been, any struggles, any big wins. I recently got a fresh beard and hair trim yesterday, so feeling really good about that. I'll share with you guys the details on where I did that. For anyone who wants to know, let me know in the comments. There's a Cuban-owned place I go to, though, that I freaking love. The guy gets my beard on point. Beautiful Life says good morning from BC. Yeah, the smell's actually quite a bit better today, guys, as far as the Sargassum. There still is the one really big collection site down there in front of Playa 88. Awesome, Azraya, feel free to share your TikTok handle. We'll check that out. I'm glad to hear your TikTok's taking off. That's exciting. We got Domo Adventures. Good morning from Denver. We're heading your way. We'll be in Playa this afternoon. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing you guys around. Also, shout out Tony from Washington State. I met you and your friends yesterday on my way to get some ceviche. If you're watching here in the live stream, Tony, great meeting you over there near Chedraui. Happy birthday, Brent. Tacos and tequila, too much of both. Glad it's Friday. That's not a bad way to spend it. Jeff will be here in 3 weeks, he says. Take care of yourself, struggling getting up, going to work. Got to drive to the border from Houston. Ouch. Good luck, my friend. Vincent asks, what's the state of the Sargassum? I've got to get down to the main beaches like Playa 38 and Mamitas to really fill you guys in. I'll be filming a video down there today. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I'll be heading down there today to do a full update on the Sargassum. Up here, we definitely have a few piles of it and some along the shoreline. We need still a good solid tropical cyclone or even a hurricane to wash this stuff away, and you can see the water is still a little bit brown and murky. It's that not that nice curacao blue or aquamarine. What's up, lucky guy? Hi from Chicago. Just came from Playa 2 weeks ago. It was awesome. Glad to hear it. You as well, Vincent. Have a great day. But yeah, I got the beard and the hair done at La Mala Fama. It's a Cuban-owned spot up on 30th between 24 and 26. Feeling nice and aerodynamic and able to withstand the heat a little bit more with the fresh beard trim. It had been about a month, and that's where I went previously, and then the one I had before that was in Medellin in Colombia. I think I'm getting better. Beautiful Life asks if my symptoms are getting better with the Sargassum situation improving. But actually, what I've got going on, there was a CT scan, and I've got a cyst in this sinus. And the unfortunate news, guys, to fill you all in, keep you posted, is that when the ear, nose, and throat doctor analyzed the tomographia, the CT scan, she saw that it was going to be a little more complicated than she thought. So I'm going to actually probably need 2 surgeries, one from an oral surgeon, because the cyst has encompassed the root of the nerve of one of my molars. So that's the complication right there. Lots of big stuff to talk about today though, guys. I have a consult for that tomorrow at 11 a.m. So I'll be getting that, getting a full game plan for surgically removing that cyst. But you know, it's going to be painful. There's a deviated septum to fix at the same time, and basically this whole sinus is just full of fluid, and that cyst was caused by fluid retention, which is due to an infection in there. So yeah, thanks, Brent. It's gonna suck for sure, but you know, my barber yesterday asked me if I live alone, and I was telling him about the surgery I have coming up, and he's such a nice Cuban guy. He's like, well, don't worry, man, my family's got you. Anything you need, we'll come over there. So community here is strong, no doubt. Good morning, Helen from Los Angeles. Checking in, watching with your husband. Hello, guys. Yeah, some big wins lately too with the, for those of you who tune in from time to time for the FIRE Retire Early Club. Big stuff there. We covered Nike a lot in April, and we covered PepsiCo, and both of those have taken off. So anyone who was joining in and looking at those companies has done well. Yes, lucky guy, I'm at 72, Playa 72. Just pouring up some morning coffee. And this is the scene. What we're seeing right there in the center of your screen right now is Punta Esmeralda. Oh, thanks for sharing that, Gary. He says, had a deviated septum repaired in February. You will breathe so much better post-surgery. I'm looking forward to that, guys. I'm not sleeping very well at all. The breathing has been really problematic, to be honest. I did actually go to play some basketball yesterday at the Deportivo, and it was a struggle. I mean, I won 2 out of 3 games. Good morning, Eduardo. Buenos dias. Yeah, I won 2 out of 3 games, and I actually played pretty well, but I was having quite a bit of trouble breathing. So still, nonetheless, at my age, good to be out playing basketball with the young guns. Put you guys on the tripod here for just a moment while I pour up a little bit more coffee. Cheers and happy Friday to everyone. Feel free to share in the comments everything you've got going on. That's what we're here for. Community sunrise. Put you guys right there on the tripod while I pour up my coffee. Now I can properly cheers you guys. Happy Friday. Good morning from Toronto, says Katharina. Good to see you, Katharina. Oh yeah, guys, I'm relentless. The live streams, the YouTube channel will always keep going. It'll go. It's a part of who I am. It's part of my life. But there's circumstances sometimes where, you know, I would be live streaming from the ear, nose, and throat clinic, and that's just not that exciting. So this is way better. This is way better. What's up, Rick? Good to see you. Hey, we got Craig Vokey in the house, one of the OGs. He says, hope all is well. I have asthma, so I know how you feel. Hey, not a bad voice either. Hey, thanks, my friend. Yeah, I appreciate that. We got Love Maui says, good morning, TheRopeMonster from Vancouver, Washington, right across the river from my home city of Portland. And there goes the Sargassum truck. I did actually find out where they dump all that Sargassum, so I'll share that with you guys in the full video coming out probably tomorrow or Sunday as far as the full beach update. Helen says we ate at Sabor de los Ortegas. They made a red snapper for us last night. It was delicious. I'll have to get over there for the red snapper. They are such good people, Alfredo and Erika, the owners. Ah, nice. Lalo Condominio Eduardo says, me dio mucho gusto verte y tomarme una foto contigo. Saludos. A mí también. Creo que estuvimos ahí en La Orgánica, ¿verdad? Cuando te conocí con tu familia. Pero un gusto. Yeah, guys, up in the office today. This is a great spot up here at the Lifeguard Tower. Hey, what's up, Zakir Hussein in the house? Good to see everyone. Nice day so far. Just about 7:15 in the morning here in Playa del Carmen. Always good to have the whole crew, the OGs, the community. Yeah, a friend of mine asked me the other day a pretty deep question, like, why do you stay in Playa? Why did you choose Playa? And the one word answer that I came up with was community. And you guys are all part of that as well. So really appreciate each and every one of you. And it's a daily thing now. When I leave my place and go walk around, I meet subscribers everywhere I go. So, and a lot of those subscribers become friends. So really cool vibe here. Easy place to run into people with, you know, the beach, 5th and 10th Ave being the main thoroughfares. Hey, Carl. Yeah, here I am, man. I missed you guys too. He says, good morning. We miss you, going live from the Lifeguard Tower. Hey, Mike Morgan as well says, hey, Ropey, good to see and hear you. Yeah, good to be here, guys. It really is. That morning sun feels so good. Yeah, I've been spending way too much time in clinics and doctors' offices and not nearly enough time up in the Lifeguard Tower, up in the office here. Oh yeah, I got you, John. He says Sargassum report update. Jay Vino, good morning to you, my friend. Usually Juan asks, are the beaches Sargassum free in mid-November? Usually they are. Mid-November to mid-December, mid-January, mid-February. It's all really, really nice. I will have a full Sargassum report coming up for you guys. Full beach update. It is a windy one, and I'll be filming probably with this this iPhone 16 Pro that I'm doing this on right now. So I'll probably have to mic up and get down there. I've been having some issues with the Action 5 Pro, so I'm waiting for a new camera. So it's been kind of a perfect storm of things to keep me from cranking out 3 videos this week like I usually do. I've been wanting to do a top 3 steaks under $25 US here in Playa, so that video will come, I promise you all. Nice, Carl, that sounds great. He says they'll be down December 11th for his birthday. Good morning, William. Any events today? I'm in Playa and would love to meet up. I'm just kind of taking it easy, William. For those of you just joining, I've had some pretty bad health issues, mostly related to a big cyst in the sinus that's got some nerve involvement of a molar. So I'm actually in quite a bit of pain lately, guys. Quite a bit of pain and discomfort. I'm waiting for that to be surgically removed. And it's causing nerve pain that radiates all the way up into the top of my head. So I'm kind of laying low. I am out and about from time to time, of course, at Pizza Renzo and places like that, but no actual big events planned for me until my health is on point. Hopefully you can all understand that. I'm not a machine, I'm still a human, and unfortunately a lot of health issues go unresolved in the US because of the cost of health insurance and medical procedures. So I've had this pain for like 4 years, and was in the US kind of during the global health crisis and didn't get any of this stuff figured out. John says the DR is under violent raids. Any safety issues in PDC areas? Everything's pretty calm and tranquil here, John. Thank you, Juan. Much appreciated. Yeah, me too, Helen. Helen says, I'm glad you got a diagnosis. Yeah, thank the Lord. Hey, Trevor Simmons in the house. Hey, brother. Look at this sunrise, Trevor. Welcome to the party. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad on your guys' end. It is a windy morning. Good morning, Tim. Just got a DJI Mini 3 after watching your channel. Hope I can learn to use it as good as you. Thank you, Tim, for the compliment. Yeah, I'm a fairly new drone pilot myself. I have faith you'll pick it up pretty quickly. Did you get the RC controller? Because that definitely helps. It's the controller that has the built-in screen. That's going to help you learn really quickly. But there's really good tutorials on YouTube, guys. Juan Davila with the super thanks. Thank you, my friend Juan. So sweet. Thank you for supporting the channel and my dream and the community here on YouTube. It really means the world to me, guys. Hey, Squack. Love the morning coffee session, says Squack. Good to see you here. We got Ebony. So happy to have everybody here. Really, the whole crew is showing up. Squack, it wouldn't be complete without you, without Trevor Simmons, without Jay, without Mike Morgan, and without Juan here in the community. We got Joe Dirt checking in. Nice. So you can see plenty of people out enjoying the morning. There is still a little Sargassum smell. Like I mentioned earlier in this live stream, I found out where one of the main dumping points. When they haul this stuff away, as you can see in the center of the screen there, way down there, there's one of those big piles. Hey, Jody. Nice to meet you on the beach as well. I was just talking about how much I love the community here and meeting subscribers, and that's really why I stay in Playa. I could easily afford to bounce around. I'm at Playa 72, Tony. At work, we be down soon. Awesome, Trevor. Yeah, you know it, Squack. But yeah, as I'm saying, guys, in the center of your screen, you can see one of those big collection areas. Well, where does that go when they haul it away? I actually found that out recently, and it's kind of shocking, so I will share that with you in the upcoming video. William says, I hear you, keep spreading the love. You're amazing. Nothing lasts forever. Everything gets better. Thank you, my friend. That's facts. That's true. Hey, Tony. No, this is not Florida, actually. We're in Mexico. We're in Quintana Roo, Playa del Carmen to be exact, Playa 72. This is the entrance of the beach right here. We've got Punta Esmeralda right here and the beautiful sunrise. It is 7:24 in the morning. Howard, thanks for sharing that. He says, 2 years ago, I spent a couple months really messed up from a bad fall and had a brain bleed and didn't realize it. Take the time to enjoy the little things like sunrise. Thank you, Howard. I'm glad you're doing better, my friend. Country Boys Paradise says Playa del Carmen, moving there August 26th. Hey, Kat in the house says good morning, happy sunrise. We got Leland, be there in September. Nice, really good group here today, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, what I've heard, guys, is that Playa, hey David says hi from Australia. What I've heard is that Playa 38 and Playa Mamitas are quite a bit cleaner now. As you can see in the shot here, looking down at Cocoa Beach, there's still quite a bit of sargassum on the beach down there. Tony, I'm glad you asked that. He says, any problems with sharks? And actually, recently, me and some friends were on the beach and saw some sharks just off the coast here on 72. But no attacks, nothing like that here in Playa, at least. Awesome to hear that, Squack. Squack says, because of you, like I said last time, I started investing right now. I'm reading the book, The Intelligent Investor. Can you recommend another one after I'm done with that? That's a really good book. If there was one book to rule them all as far as investing, it would be The Intelligent Investor by Pat Dorsey. That one got me really going and set in my strategy. I think anything by Peter Lynch is good as well. There's one called One Up on Wall Street, but I don't think there's any book I could recommend that will give you more practical, fundamental analysis, knowledge and strategic knowledge than oh, sorry, you're talking about The Intelligent Investor. Okay, that's Benjamin Graham. There's one by Pat Dorsey, Squack, that I would recommend. It's called 5 Rules for Successful Stock Investing. Pat Dorsey is the founder of Morningstar, and that book rooted me in my strategy. So hopefully that helps, Squack. All right, here comes the bulldozer. Off to haul more sargassum away. Hey, we got Evolve up. TheRopeMonster, I recommend Las Hijas de la Tostada for mariscos. Yeah, it's a good spot. It's a good spot. They actually have a really good steak there too, which surprised me. So in my next video, guys, I'll show you where those guys go and actually dump the sargassum, and hopefully it will save some of you a lot of discomfort and issues with the sargassum. Squack says, woo, go get it, bulldozer. Mike Morgan says, I was recently in Sweden visiting the company I work for and literally forced every member of staff to follow you. A little follow spike. This is why I love you, Mike Morgan. You're just always here on the channel doing good stuff. Cheers, my friend. appreciate that. You never cease to bring a smile to my face, even during some tougher times. That's why I got to do these live streams. I got to just keep doing them. Even if it's from my bed, like when I was on crutches, a lot of you guys still showed up after my bicycle accident. Mike, you're no exception. Thanks, brother. Coffee, num num num. So just about 7:30 in the morning here in Playa. I'm starting to think about what I want for breakfast. Maybe some fried eggs and jamon serrano at home, or maybe some chilaquiles. Awesome. Greg says, good morning, Rope Monster. Welcome back. We will be in Playa next month. Nice. Looking forward to seeing you around. Happy doggy right there. And so guys, for those of you just joining and wondering about where I got the haircut and the beard trim, it's La Mala Fama. La Mala Fama. There's a guy named Fidel up there, Cuban gentleman. I highly recommend. 400 pesos for the trim and for the beard trim and the cut. Not the cheapest, but well worth it. You got everything nice and lined up. Feeling super fresh today for you all. Nope, no big storms yet, Squack, and we're waiting and waiting and waiting. And I'm really honestly wondering what's going on. I mean, last year by this time we had a tropical cyclone and a Cat 3 hurricane, Beryl, and because of that, the water and the seaweed situation was absolutely perfect. Thank you, beautiful life. Appreciate that. It says handsome. Oh yeah, Mike and Cindy Wood say still looks amazing. Sargassum will be gone in February. It was 42 in Toronto. With humidity, Miss Playa. See you on the road or beach. Let's have cerveza. Bye. Cheers. Thank you guys. Looking forward to it. I don't know, Helen, but I'm going to go over there and find out as far as those big communities that are being planned and see what I can figure out. Thank you, Love Maui says, give Rope Monster a thumbs up. Just double tap your screen. Thank you so much for reminding everyone. And please do, guys. Double tap your screen, give this live stream a like so we can reach more and more people. Yeah, a Trip with Venus says they have a lot cleaned up. They've done a pretty good job. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, I will show you where they're hauling this, though. It's kind of a bummer that they're basically hauling it somewhere. I found out why there's a certain part of town that is smelling so strong of sargassum. I thought the smell was blowing all the way from the beach, and in some cases that's true, down in the center. But there's an area I'll show in my next video that's basically just a giant lot full of decomposing sargassum. And you'll want to avoid staying near there, especially south of that pile. Southwest of the pile, because the prevailing winds are coming from the northeast, and you will be smelling a lot of sargassum if you stay in the wrong place in Playa. Always got to bring you that info. CSG says, do you ever get lonely there in the summertime? That's a great question. Last year, guys, I had my girlfriend Anna here, and this year, most of you know Ava from the channel. Me and her aren't really dating anymore, but I actually have a date tonight with a really nice girl from Mexico City, and I've got a lot of friends here now, so I don't really get lonely. Last year I probably would have been pretty lonely if I didn't have Anna, because I didn't know that many people here yet. But that is a great question. It really clears out. It gets more of a lonely deserted island vibe. If you look down the beach here, 7:30 on a Friday, during high season, this is completely full of people, you know, meditating and playing music and having breakfast. And it is pretty empty right now. But the dating scene stays pretty strong. There's a lot of locals who stay here, and also a lot of Argentinian transplants. I had a date with a nice girl on Tuesday night. I went out with my friends Lee and Gabriella just the other night for 2 nights ago for tacos, and so life is good. Can't complain. Not a single thong alert, Mike says. Nope, no Speedos today, no thongs. Brent says, if you get lonely, brother, you can always count on this community to join you for things like this. I really appreciate that, Brent, more than I can even say. Yeah, Aisa says the one with the cow nose piercing. Yeah, we're no longer a thing. Aisa, she was Argentinian, but we went our separate ways. Craig says, I really enjoyed your Colombia video of that beautiful town you visited with Ava. Yeah, Guatapé. Beautiful colors. You just answered my question about her. You're young, enjoy. Yeah, Craig, we had a really good time. You know, there's no hard feelings when these things end. It's just we're both young and have different directions in life, and so. Squack says, hey man, how does the mate drink do on your stomach? Is it acidic? Thinking of trying it instead of coffee. It spikes the cortisol a lot less. Mate is considered quite a bit healthier. It still has caffeine. I can't say if it's healthier or not, but I know that there's no, like for me, there's no crash from it. So a lot of times I'll do coffee first thing in the morning, and then I'll have mate later in the day so I can sleep well at night. And then some days I'll take completely off coffee and just do mate to kind of get my overall cortisol levels down. And I do notice a big difference in my nap and sleep quality. What does it cost monthly for you to live there? I've done videos on that, Open Palms MMA. I've done videos on living on $1,000 a month. I've done videos on living like on $2,000 a month. It really depends, but for a single person, you can still do it pretty well on $1,000 a month if you don't mind living in La Colosio or something like that. There's plenty of people living down here on Social Security. I tend to spend quite a bit more because I do a lot of dating. I go out to eat a lot now. Like I just go out and grab a ceviche and an agua fresca and at a nice spot, and it can be, you know, $25. Also, keep in mind, guys, the exchange rate is down right now. The dollar's getting weaker. It's around 18.6 to 1. When the dollar's at like 20 or better to 1, there's a noticeable bump up in the quality of life for people earning dollars. So all of those things factor into how much it costs to living down here, but the exchange rate's definitely important. Todd says, we were at El Faro condos and the beach isn't bad, but water looks like chocolate milk. Would come by and say hi, but heading to Dos Ojos Cenote. Oh man, you're in for a treat, Todd. That's one of the best ones as far as cenote diving, swimming in air. Carol says, good morning, my friend. Good morning to you, Carol Cortez. We got Sean says hello from New York City. Nice group today. Thanks, Squack. Says always, Brent. We here for the rope. We here for Rope Dog. Open Palms MMA just got back from Rio Playa Car. Please tell us how that was. I haven't been down there for about a month. Mike says new ropey video just dropped. Saw you were in Colombia. Sorry to hear about you and Ava. Yeah, Sean, I mean, it's just one of those things. It wasn't going to work out long term, but we had a lot of fun together traveling. You know, hitting Guatapé, hitting Medellin. And guys, you never know what the future holds, but for now we're calling it quits. But I mean, who really knows, guys? Who knows what can happen in this crazy life? Yeah, I mean, Carol, we had a really strong connection, but it's just one of those things. I don't think she was, you know, like when she saw that I was struggling with some health stuff, it just seemed like that kind of killed it for her. And then for me to not feel the support in that, it was kind of like, yeah, you know, let's just move on. I'd rather do my own thing for now, and find someone who's okay with me being human and being unwell from time to time. Carol, thanks for sharing that. She says I live on $1,200 US a month. That's great. Squack, you will be fine. Yeah. When we move there, me and my wife are shooting for about $3 to $4 grand a month. Yeah, you'll do just fine on $3 to $4 grand. Sometimes I spend about $3,000 in a month, but it's because I'm taking trips. I'm eating out almost every meal, and then when I am eating at home, I'm also, you know, buying really nice steaks and cuts of meat and lamb chops and stuff. Gary asks if I'm temporary or permanent, or doing border runs like William. No, I'm a resident at this point, and I'm gonna actually become a citizen, get my passport, become a Mexican. So, gotta run. Carol says, gotta take my doggy out. Have a great day, all. Good to see you, Carol. Take care. Beautiful Life says I wasn't shocked, Carol. Yeah, I've had some comments, guys, about like beware of the Argentinians, and even the Cuban guy who did my beard yesterday was like, well, a lot of them have just bad character. So, I mean, there's a notorious opinion here as far as the Argentinians, but I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I haven't seen William Taudin for a few weeks, Mike. I think he's going back to Sweden for a little bit. I think he's going to visit his mom shortly, but I believe he's still in Tulum just for a little while longer. Oh yeah, Kelly, no, you're not wrong. Kelly says with all these new ladies you're dating, be careful out there. Wrap it up. Yeah, facts. Says there's a lot of diseases in Playa. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I mean, I covered that in the Dating Playa video, and I was talking specifically about HIV statistics, and it's really pretty shocking. 10 times the national average here in Playa del Carmen as far as HIV. Nothing to mess around with. Wow, CS, sad to hear that. Says, you mentioned ceviche on dates. My girlfriend and I always hit up El Doctorcito on 25th, but got pretty ill last time. What's the best ceviche place in your opinion? looking for an alternate. El Gobernador and Ictio Fish House are really good on First Avenue, and then not too far from that Dr. Cito spot is where I ate last night, and I got a ceviche mixto with octopus, shrimp, fish, calamar at Chiltepin. I've done a video there, guys. Chiltepin. The video is titled Top Seafood Playa 2025. And I go in there and rack up as big a bill as I possibly can. I eat a ceviche, oysters, shrimp taco, fish taco, etc. Yeah, Ebony, you got to be careful in Playa. Ebony says I did not know that. And that's why I put the video out, guys. Anytime I see value or something that's kind of shocking that I myself did not know, I try to bring you that knowledge through a video and present it as clearly and well and kind of neutrally as I can. I don't think Ava went back to Argentina, guys. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's still in Playa. We just don't really talk or hang out anymore. Rob Siegel, you like the dating video? Okay, good. Hey Rob, good to see you, man. It's not the dating video. You like the Chiltepin video. That's right. You funded that one. So for those of you who don't know, guys, Rob in the chat here gave me a huge super chat when I was eating pozole one day at Doña Paola to go try that spot. So thank you, Rob. Good to see you, man. 50 bucks you gave me, and I went and definitely just racked up a bill and ate as much as I could there. So thanks, my friend. Rashid says you make better content when you're not dating. Yeah, it's true, guys. I mean, it is pretty windy here right now, Howard. Yeah, sorry about the noise. Rashid says you make better content when you're not dating. Hey, J to the B, what's up? And yeah, I will say I'm quite a bit more productive and have a lot more energy to direct toward the videos when I'm not dating. Good to see you too, Paul. Yeah, like in the month of April, I spent a lot of time with Ava going out on dates and going on trips and doing things. And yeah, my video output was definitely down. Hey, CSG, my pleasure, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Guys, those of you always dropping super chats and super thanks, I really appreciate the extra help. I am retired and always have to kind of figure out how to allocate my time. And when you guys make video requests, when you share things in the comments, when you do super chats and super thanks, it really does inspire me. And I'm talking to you, CSG, I'm talking to you, Rob, I'm talking to Mike, all of those of you, Jay, who help out with these, super chat contributions. It really means the world to me. It's heartwarming and inspirational. And Rob, for example, if Rob didn't give me that super chat and make the request, I don't think I would have done the Chiltepin video. And I really enjoyed doing that video, and of course love that spot. I was back there last night, so that's all thanks to Rob Siegel. Nice. Howard says, I like the content at the pizza joint with the Niña Bonita. Yeah, I'll see if I can take her out again. She's a really nice girl, Karu. Very sweet. I'm glad to hear that, Rob. Yeah, man. I mean, I really can't thank the whole community enough. And that day when you gave me that super thanks, Rob, or that super chat at Doña Paola's, I was on crutches. I was a little bit physically hurt, and luckily at that time I had the support around me. Ava was coming over bringing me stuff and taking care of me, but I was kind of down. No volleyball, no, it took me a little work just to get up the stairs that day because of the crutches. And so that was a huge pick-me-up, man. Thank you. We got Monique Dubois. Good morning. Glad made it live. Yeah, my pleasure, Monique. I'll try to be doing these more frequently, and also doing the financial independence live streams as I see value in the market. As I do things like covered calls or cash secured puts, I'll try to do those lives as well. Squack says, I better be living down there when you decide to get married, LOL. I'm hoping you make it by then. Yeah, it could be a while. Could still be a few years. We got Aaron. We love Playa. We come 2 to 3 times a year. Hoping to see you in August when we come. Love your videos. Thank you, Aaron. Where are you watching from today? Always interested in hearing that. We got KGS boys in the house from India. Awesome. Guys, always forgive me if I miss a comment or a question. I try to get to every single one of them, but it doesn't always happen. Sometimes I miss one. We got John in the house. Hey, what's up, John Pierce? Really nice group today. We're 10 minutes till 8 a.m., 46 minutes into this live stream. Going strong. Usually I try to make it home for breakfast by market open, and then sometimes I'll even live stream while I'm looking at the market and any investments that pique my interest. Lately, I haven't seen any deep values, kind of like Nike and PepsiCo in April and May. And those stocks have both popped up pretty strongly. So have a good day, Ebony. Good to see you. See you around the way. We got Edgar Castillo. I was there a couple weeks ago and tried to see if I could bump into you. Hey Brent, thanks for stopping in. He says, Brent Neely, I'm off, back to work. Good to see you, get better. See you next time. You as well, my friend. Really appreciate you. Yeah, Edgar, I was kind of laying low the last couple weeks. Unfortunately, I hadn't been doing so swell as far as the health, so. Hey, Kate Clark, good to see you. It's funny you mentioned RKLB, Rocket Lab. A friend of mine who lives here works for Rocket Lab, and he was saying the same thing, and I probably should have picked some up because it popped off pretty well there. I haven't looked at it. ABAT as well, I believe a friend of mine used to buy them back when they were American Battery Metals. Am I thinking of the right company? But RKLB is definitely Rocket Lab. I am familiar with them. Yeah, Leland, I think it's still pretty hot in September, but it's a good time. Anytime's really good to visit Playa. Lucky Pug Slot says, morning brother, miss Playa. Nice to hear that wind in the background. Where are you streaming from in Playa? Well, I'm glad you like the wind. It's part of the ambiance. I'm here at Playa 72. And what we're seeing off that direction is Punta Esmeralda, so you can kind of get an idea. That's Playa 88 right there. Hey, Fire Guy, good to see you, man. Everything's good here. Enjoying life, enjoying the sunrise with you all. Thank you, Edgar, really appreciate that. Yeah, I try to stay positive, guys. You know I do, but yeah, sometimes the health stuff can be a real drag. I've been a struggle lately. Yeah, Fire Guy, just to answer that question, how have I been? I've had like an issue with a lot of pressure in my head and sinus. I've got a cyst in there that's basically pressing on a nerve root of a molar, causing quite a bit of pain. And I've also got a deviated septum, so I'm not breathing very well at night. And for that reason, I'm just not getting a lot of deep sleep at all. But staying positive. Hey, thank you, Jody Rector. Appreciate that. Good morning from Len Glow. Good morning, dude. Hope you're feeling better soon. Coming there in a week from London and hope to run into you. Nice. Yeah, hope to see you down. One of the most common places to run into me, guys, probably Playa 38, Playa Mamitas, and then also I do frequently hit Renzo Pizza on 5th Avenue. Hey, Mike Morgan, thank you, my friend. That's so sweet, bro. And Mike, thanks for the good laughs. Even more importantly, had me cracking up how you got the whole office in, what was it, Sweden, to subscribe to my channel. Lot of love there, a lot of love. Beautiful Life says, when is surgery? I have a consult tomorrow with the oral surgeon, and the oral surgeon's going to figure out how to remove the part of the cyst that's on that nerve root. And then the ear, nose, and throat surgery will have to be scheduled after that. From the sound of things, I'll keep you all posted, even if I have to live stream from the ENT or the doctor's office or the hospital bed. We got Lily in the house watching from the Philippines. Aaron says, I convinced some friends to come down to Playa just by sending them your videos. That's amazing, Aaron. Thank you. Yeah, Fire Guy says, holy crap, man, at least you still live in paradise. But yeah, I like Mike Morgan here. Feel the need to buy you an inflatable tank, Lilo, for the pool. Just seen one on Amazon. All right. Might have to do that. That would actually cheer me up quite a bit. Rob Siegel, have a blessed day, my friend. I'm off to start the day. You as well, Rob. Appreciate you. And as always, again, for feeding me. The Chiltepin video was great. Appreciate you, man. Talk soon. I don't know how much the surgery will be, Helen, but I'll do a video on it and let you guys know in the live stream. Hopefully it doesn't, break the bank. Surgeries and things tend to be a lot cheaper down here in Playa, and in Mexico in general, dental stuff is way cheaper. Fire Guy says, I'll try to make it down there soon to visit, even if you're in the hospital. Wouldn't mind. See what a hospital is like there. Okay, sounds good. So we got everybody coming down, the whole crew here coming down to help clean the beach. Very quiet Friday morning, aside from just the employees being down here. Julie A says, where do you go for your dental cleanings? I go to Corral up on Constituyentes, just by the Soriana up there. It's a really good spot. They do a fantastic job. Not the cheapest, but definitely a good spot. But yeah, I know the post-operation pain can be pretty strong with the nose stuff. Anyone who's had a deviated septum fix, let me know what the recovery was like. Would be interested to hear that. A good beach swim right now, Ramon. We're gonna find that out today. I'm gonna go film some beaches and find the best spot with the least sargassum. What I've been hearing is that 38 they've cleaned up really nicely, and Playa Mamitas they've cleaned up pretty well. But I gotta go find out for myself and bring you guys that info. Howard, I need to check in maybe and ask Anna and see what she knows as far as the protests in Mexico City, but it's a great question. Yeah, Corral Dental is great, says Katerina. Would highly recommend them. Good luck on your surgery, says Arms. Thank you. Yeah, Howard, I haven't been in Mexico City, but I've heard it's pretty intense. And the tensions, when I was in Mexico City last fall, guys, I spent a lot of September and October, and actually quite a bit of August in Mexico City. I was there for almost the whole month of August last summer, and people were, there was some like unprovoked anger, just from me walking down the street, I had some people do some like obscene gestures from like a landscaping truck and tell me to go home. And so there was some tension back then, but it's gotten worse. All right, Craig, good to see you. Go get some groceries for the next week. Ursula says hi. Really appreciate you guys. Please say hi to Ursula for me. We got Helen, my husband and I were at Punta Esmeralda and tried to go into the fence area. You went and were turned away by the guards. Interesting. I wonder if maybe the crocodiles came back. That could be. There were crocodiles in there for a while. We got Mauro, says hi from Miami. Howard, do you think that could start in Playa? Guys, as far as the protest, anything's possible. As far as the resisting gentrification, the protest, it could absolutely happen in Playa. And I'll be the first to let you know about it. There's tensions anywhere in the world regarding gentrification because we have this big outflow of people from their home countries since the global health crisis because people were allowed to work remotely. And so, even places like Colombia, Ecuador, there's a growing expat community. And so it really is possible that these anti-gentrification protests could happen anywhere. But I can feel some tension in Playa, of course, as well. I had a guy maybe 4 months ago up on Colosio have some words with me for just basically being a foreigner. The other day I was actually crossing the street and there were two locals waiting to cross and they saw me crossing the other direction. I don't think they knew I spoke Spanish. And they were like, well, there's a foreigner, so the cars have to stop. And so there's definitely a feeling of like foreigners get preferential treatment, things like that. So Howard, Playa is not without its tensions, and thank you for the great question. Do you think that could start in Playa? Yes, it's possible, if I'm being real. Hey, Brandon O'Brien in the house. Awesome, great to see you, Brandon. Me and Brandon just had a nice coffee meeting the other day here in Playa. Thank you for taking the time to hang out. Even though I haven't been at my best as far as the health and stuff, Brandon, you were still there, which was cool. We had a coffee at Sweet Bay on CTM. Where are you watching from, Brandon? Where are you at today? You're just bouncing all over constantly. We got Chris DiNardo in the house. Says good morning. Good to see you, Chris. Yeah, great live stream so far, guys, from Playa 72. Brandon, of course, you're in the Bahamas. Nice. Good for you. How's it over there? Any sargassum, any storms, any rain? Morning from Canada. Hey, Steve. Good to see you. Just finishing up the last of the morning coffee here, guys. Cheers. Fire guy? No, I mean, I still pretty sure I have Lyme based on the tests and stuff, but the cyst is just a separate thing, and maybe, who knows, the cyst could be caused by that. But it's a water retention cyst because the sinus is infected. So don't know if that's Lyme related or just completely different, but great question anyway. Yeah, still hitting the gym a little bit, Steve. I'm working out more at the Deportivo, at the stadium. I like to work out outdoors. For the most part, I'm doing a pretty good job of maintaining the physique and the strength and the weight, but I do need to go eat some breakfast. Speaking of that, Eric's over at Secrets in Cozumel. How's that over there in Cozumel right now, Eric? Yeah, fire guy. No, it's yeah. Helen says your cheek looks puffy. Yeah, it's the swelling and pressure, Helen. I'm actually in quite a bit of pain, and there's a lot of pressure in that sinus, and so it's affecting me. Eric says it's beautiful over there in Cozumel. That's awesome. Glad to hear it, my friend. Yeah, this side is puffy, guys, for sure. Life with a sinus infection and cyst. All right, Eric, I'll have to head over there then. Secrets Cozumel, that sounds great. I can see it from here. Right there. Yeah, I miss that clear water. It's just brown and full of sargassum here still. I've been kind of glued here in Playa because of the health stuff, but I've heard that Holbox, Isla Mujeres, and Cozumel is just perfect. Brandon O'Brien says my stomach looks puffy since no one mentioned it. Always the jokester. All right, guys, I really appreciate it. Good to see you, Brandon. I got to head out and get some food. Got to stay strong. I actually played a little basketball yesterday at the Deportivo, and I can't believe how I burned through so many calories and start losing. Howard says mine looks double puffy. Yeah, I think I lost like 4 pounds just from playing basketball for a couple hours in this heat, full court basketball. But the sweating, the intensity of that workout, I hadn't played full court for a long time, so it did feel good. Had a little trouble breathing because of the deviated septum and stuff like that, but can't complain, guys. Everything's still good, still living life. Fire guy, really appreciate you, man. Have a fantastic day as well. Can't wait to be sitting on the beach soon. Yeah. Squack says, have a great day, Rope. You're always appreciated. Wishing you the best of health. Thank you, my friend. Chris Donardo, you as well. Have a beautiful day, guys. Really appreciate each and every one of you taking time out of your day to be here. Yeah, feeling super blessed, guys. Have a fantastic Friday. Stay strong. Have a great weekend. See you guys soon. I'll have a full beach update for you, so stay tuned for that. See you guys. TheRopeMonster out. Hey, Mike Morgan. See you, my friend. Thank you. Lucky guy says, have a good breakfast. Thank you, my friend. Mike, truly appreciate you cheering me up, brother. Take it easy, and what's up to anyone watching from your office in Sweden?